Recording in progress.
Couple questions here in the room. Keith, you have the mic. Go ahead.
Kyle, congratulations.
Thanks, man.
You said in the pre-fight interviews, you said you're a much better wrestler. Wrestling needs to be a big part. That was obviously evident tonight. You know, based on that performance tonight, like, what do you grade yourself?
First off, I've been wanting to say this. My Cowboys are playing Baylor this week in the Big 12 championship, and if we win, we're going to the playoffs. So I'm rooting for my boys this weekend. And second, to answer your question, I wrestled a really long time. I put my heart and soul into that sport. I got to where, I was the best kid in the country in high school, and then ended up accomplishing a couple things when I got to college. So I wrestled for a great college, and if you go look at the track record of where I train now, once we take you down, we'll just keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. So I broke my hand, I think, in the second round, so it was hard for me to really grab a little bit and was able to land some ground and pound. I've been working a lot on that, and I wanted to do more of that, but man, I fucked my hand up pretty good. So yeah, man, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Hope your hand gets much better. And
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
I want to go back to your one career loss. I know you wrestled. Obviously you lost sometimes wrestling.
Yeah.
But a lot of times people improve after a loss. They learn stuff. Tell me what you learned from a loss.
Well, I've never really said this, but I didn't lose that fight. He screamed at me and he won the fight. He hit me maybe 3 or 4 times the whole fight. So I should be undefeated, right? And I'm doing it with just one base. So, the sky's the limit for me, man. I got great coaches, great teammates, and I wouldn't say I learned anything from the loss. To me, it's I'm just continuing to try to grow and get better at this stuff, and eventually compete for a world championship, and make a couple dollars, and ride off into the sunset.
And obviously, I think that showed tonight that you're improving. You just beat a ranked opponent. I know you said you don't care about rankings, but you talked about your teammates, Daniel Cormier, Habib. They've had big moments where they called out for a big shot. Like, when are you going to have that moment where you're going to call out a name?
Well, I'll call out someone. If they put me in the top 10, which I think I deserve that now, I'd like to fight Logan Storley. We wrestled in college a couple times. And, everybody keeps wanting to see me not wrestle, and I don't see there being a lot of wrestling in that fight. And if there was, he knows the drill too on that. So I respect Logan. There is no beef. There is no animosity. This is a business, and I love seeing wrestlers do their thing and do well, and we just kind of had a Twitter exchange about, oh, is she wrestling in Minnesota? So, there's no animosity there. I just, he's above me in the rankings now. I just beat number 10. So why not go and try to fight this guy and just see who the better wrestler is?
My very last question. You keep pumping up Oklahoma State. Randy Couture,
yeah.
Dan Cormier, Johnny Hendricks, Mola Wall, the list goes on and on. Like, what is it about Oklahoma State? Penn State don't put out these type MMA fighters, and Iowa don't put these. What?
Man, don't get me going.
I want to get you going.
Yeah. First of all, Iowa, they're not about it like that. Okay, so I'll go there. Penn State, man, I have a buddy named Ed Ruth, and don't know really what he's doing. I haven't really talked to him in a while, but I think he was a good fighter. So Oklahoma State, man, we're just tough. We're just tough guys, Yeah, we're old school still. Our head coach doesn't do anything really new. He doesn't really baby us in any way, and and when you're wrestling at that university, you're constantly competing for your own spot on your own team. Your backups are just as good. So I don't know, man. We're just tough fuckers. I had Steve Mocco in there before the fight. He's a wrestling coach at the American Top Team, and if you would have watched him wrestle in college, he was a beast. So it kind of gave me some motivation in there, and so yeah, man, it was just different. I don't know. I think the proof's just in the pudding now, and you see a bunch of us still doing our thing, and we'll continue to do that.
Hey, Kyle, great performance as usual. You dominated all 3 rounds. Listen, 2021 is coming to a year. You said, you want to spend the year off, get the win on the column, and then go spend some time with the family, right? So now that you finished everything, what's on the wish list for 2022? You started to climb up the ladder for the division. You beat your first ranked opponent. What's next? Andre Korshkov just came back. He's a very opponent with great history in Bellator. Do you possibly see a fight with him next?
Man, I was telling you a while ago, I haven't seen my baby girl in 4 weeks. Santa's coming to town, baby, and this is my real first Christmas with her, as far as her kind of knowing what's happening in a way. So, man, I'm gonna go home. I'm not even gonna think about fighting for the next couple weeks. Actually, my buddy Nick Piccinini is a teammate of mine, wrestled Oklahoma State. He's fighting a second fight next week, so I'll be there to corner that. But realistically, man, I have to go home. I got paid pretty good, most I've ever been paid, and I'm about to go buy some Christmas gifts. And like I said, man, Santa's coming, baby. So excited.
Hey, Kyle, congratulations on the win. My question for you is, during the fight, it looked like you had been put into numerous submission attempts, inverted triangles, arm bars. Were those at all tight at all, or is this a case of just two?
The second one, second or third one. I mean, I started like getting fuzzy, but I'm not gonna quit in there. I'll never quit in there, man. I just, I do this for not just myself, my family, and I'm trying to be the leader at AK now that we don't really, all of our accomplished guys have kind of left. They're still around to help, but I'm trying to be that next guy, man, and it's gonna take you to actually put me to sleep. I'm not gonna tap in there. So there was one. It was a little weird. I never really felt that. It was so long, and it got tight quick. And I even told him after the fight, I was like, God damn, there was one you had me in, man, and I was pretty close. So, like I said, man, I'm not going nowhere. If I'll have to wake up before I leave that cage.
All right, Kyle, we're going to do a couple on the Zoom here. Jay, go ahead.
Hey, thanks very much. And Kyle, congratulations on the win tonight. You kind of touched on it there, but Oliver had actually talked about the inverted triangle and said he believed he could finish fights from almost any position on the mat. So how surprised were you at that, or did you get enough of a look at him beforehand to kind of expect it?
Man, I was actually the one that he went Kimura. I floated too much. I thought I could get over the top of him, and yeah, man, it was long. His fucking legs are long. So once he kind of kicked it above me, I kind of thought I had a little room to get out, and it got cinched real quick, and it was actually very tight. Like that might be the first time in my my life, even in training, where I thought maybe there was a possibility that I was about to go to sleep. So I'll give him credit, man. I'll never knock someone. It was tight.
You persevered tonight, and you called your shot, so to speak, against Logan. But what about a time frame? Are you looking to get back there fairly soon after the holidays? You want some time off?
Yeah, I mean, I hurt my hand. I don't know really what's wrong with it, but it'll probably take me a couple weeks. Hopefully not months, but maybe next April. We'll see. I still want to get better, man. That's not. I mean, I'm fighting ranked guys. The last 3 guys' record is 18-4, and I'm not even on my 10th fight yet. So I just need to keep getting better, man. Like I said, I have great coaches, great teammates, and I just want to get back and learn some things and get better in some areas. And then we'll be in talks with Bellator. We'll see what happens, what they do with the rankings, and we'll go from there.
All right, Kyle, that's the last one, man. Thanks for the time.
Yeah.
Recording